It's now time for the Reverse Sports Full Game Recap. We go all the way back to 11/28 of the year 2023 when the Nashville Predators were welcoming the Pittsburgh Penguins to Bridgestone Arena. Head coach Andrew Brunette deployed his lines and combinations in the following way. It is 11-7 again for the Nashville Predators, and your forward combinations are Forsberg, O'Reilly, and Nyquist. Sherwood, Parson, and Evangelista. Trennan and Sissons make up your third line. Smith, McCarron, and Tomasino make up your fourth line. McDonough and Yossi on the first pair. Luzon and Carrier, Fabro and Barry. Shen, again, is your seventh defenseman in this game. UC Saros gets the start on home ice for the first of two meetings this season between the Nashville Predators and the Pittsburgh Penguins. 39 seconds into the game, it's Jari coming up with a save on Yossi. It's the first shot on goal of the game. At 2:54 of the first period, it's Jari coming up with a save on Michael McCarron. At 3:29 of the first period, UC Saros comes up with a save on O'Connor at close range. 3:56, another save on Pettersson. Then we go all the way to 7:12. Then we find Saros coming up with a save on Jeff Carter. At 8:58 of the first period, it's Tristan Jari coming with a save on Philip Forsberg. At 10:20 of the first period, we've got our first goal of the game. It's Michael McCarron with his second goal of the season. A deflection of Barry's long shot. A one-hopper deflected it down, skipped off the ice, and into the net. McCarron's second goal of the season gives the Nashville Predators a 1-0 lead at Bridgestone Arena. 11:26 of the first period, it's UC Saros coming with a save on Jake Gensel's backhand. At 11:38 of the first, it's Saros with a save on Erik Karlsson. 13:51, Jari comes up with a save on McDonough's long shot. At 14:14, Carter is off to the box. First penalty of the game, 2 minutes for tripping Philip Tomasino. A great job rushing the puck at the blue line and earning a power play for his Nashville Predators team. We see Jari come up with a save on Yakov Trenin, but other than that, a very strong penalty kill by the Pittsburgh Penguins, living up to the reputation they had coming in with their NHL ranking. Just not much zone time and not much available to set up for the Nashville Predators. At 16:19 of the first period, it's Jari coming up with a save on the captain, Roman Josi. Then at 18:38, it is Michael McCarron with his second goal of the period, his third goal of the season, giving the Nashville Predators a 2-0 lead. This was some incredible rebound jam right here. Rebound, top corner, put back while flying through the air. Michael McCarron bringing the absolute jam here on this play. So his third goal of the season gives the Preds a 2-0 lead. We hit the intermission with the Pittsburgh Penguins out shooting the Nashville Predators 12-9, but Michael McCarron leads the Penguins 2-0. We flip over to the clean sheet of the second period. We're 58 seconds in. It's Luzon off the box. 2 minutes for hooking on Evgeny Malkin. Preds about to be shorthanded for their first time in this game, and UC Saros is about to have to check in. UC Saros comes up with a save on Gensel, then follows it up with a save on Evgeny Malkin, then another save on Sidney Crosby, and a fourth save on Riley Smith's redirect from the low slot. An incredible tracking situation by UC Saros, really putting his skill set on display during this penalty kill for the Nashville Predators. UC Saros bends, does not break. 4 total saves over the course of the power play for Pittsburgh. At 3:45 of the second period, it's Jari coming up with a save on Tomasino. At 5:49 of the second period, it's Evgeny Malkin's 10th goal of the season, getting Pittsburgh on the board. This was a bar down upper 90 snipe after Smith's behind the back sick drop pass. I mean, there were so many great things happening as far as skill goes in the hockey world. This was pretty incredible. Malkin off the bench on a clean line change, looking for the hunt, and he is getting his 10th goal of the season. Now, Nashville still leading 2-1 after Malkin's goal, but just what an absolute sick goal by Evgeny Malkin here in this game. 6:44 of the second period, it's McCarron versus Ludwig. 5 minutes each. A fairly good scrap right there at center ice at Bridgestone Arena. 7:10 of the second period, Saros comes with a save on Pettersson. 7:42, Saros a save on Smith. 8:10, Saros another save on Karlsson. 9:26, we find Harkins going off the box. 2 minutes for tripping. Colton Sissons earning a power play for his Nashville Predators. Jari one save on Tomasino, but the PK for the Pens. Again, very strong in this situation. We're past the halfway point in this game, and at 12:07, Saros back to work, coming up with a save on Gensel. At 12:34, the Preds generate some offense. Philip Forsberg gets a shot on net, stopped by Jari. 13-17. Evangelista on the same shift comes up with another shot on goal for the Nashville Predators. Jari turns this one aside. 14 minutes even. Saros comes with the save on Nieto at 14:21. Saros comes with a save on Rust's drive to the net. He cut across the top of the crease and tries to jam the puck home. Saros is able to deny. 15:25 of the second. Jari comes with a save on Luzon. 16:26. Saros a save on Ludwig. 16:47. Saros a save on Karlsson. We go to the back of the sheet and we find at 19:20 of the second period, it's Pedersen off to the box, 2 minutes for holding. Colton Sissons earning his Nashville Predators another power play in this game. With only 40 seconds to go in the period, you think not much is going to happen, but Jari has to be strong as he comes up with a save on Filip Forsberg, and then Jari comes up with a save on the captain Roman Josi. As the period expires, the Pittsburgh Penguins dramatically outshooting the Preds through 2 periods, 25-18, but the Preds will be on a power play carrying over for 1 minute and 20 seconds going into the third period. We flip over to the third period in the clean sheet, and we find Filip Forsberg hitting the crossbar on that Nashville Predators power play, and we find the captain Roman Josi getting another scoring opportunity before the expiration of this power play, but Jari is able to answer and respond. Right after the Penguins' good penalty kill against the Predators, it's at 2:26 of the third period that Rust comes up with his 10th goal of the season. It was a long shot off of Luzon. Crosby doing the hard work in front of the net, bringing the strong traffic in the jam, setting the screen, and also tying up Luzon, which is exactly whose pant leg the puck went in off of. So we have a fresh game, and you could hear the contingent of Penguins fans, and they were numerous and belligerent at this point in the third period as the Penguins tied the game up. They were really feeling this 2-goal comeback by the visiting team. So Preds 2, Penguins 2, 2:26 into the third period. At 3:56 of the third period, it's Jari coming up with a save on Luke Evangelista at 5:28 of the third period. It's Smith off to the box, 2 minutes for hooking. That's going to be Cole Smith for the Nashville Predators. UC Saros has to come up with a save on Gensel, with Malkin just lurking at the back post. If this shot had made it through, no doubt Malkin would have redirected it into the net easily at the back post for the third Penguins goal, but the Preds are able to deny, and the PK holds strong from that moment forward. At 7:48 of the third period, the scoring chances are starting to become reduced and more limited. Saros comes up with a save on Crosby with the one hopper from the neutral zone. Never a bad idea to throw the puck on net, and when you get a good bounce, as we've seen at Bridgestone Arena over the years, weird things can happen. 10:29 of the third period now. UC Saros comes up with a save on Harkins at 13:42. Jari comes up with a save on Juuso Parson. 14:02. Jari another save on O'Reilly. We go to the 17-minute mark after a couple of shifts of stalemate, and Saros is coming up with a save on Rust at 17:43 of the third period. Saros comes up with a save on Jeff Carter. 18:58. Jari clocks in and goes back to work against the Predators with a big save on Gus Nyquist at 19:42. Jari comes up with another save on Sissons. And at the 19:56 mark, one more save on Philip Tomasino, who was buzzing the zone all night long. This puck was destined to go just inside the post, and Jari kicks out the leg and kicks it aside with just 4 seconds remaining in regulation to preserve the tie and get Pittsburgh 1 point. And the Nashville Predators also, of course, earn a point as we hit the end of regulation hockey, tied at 2 apiece. The Pittsburgh Penguins outshoot the Nashville Predators for regulation, 31-25. Now, we go to the 3-on-3 overtime, and we are just 14 seconds into overtime, and it's Filip Forsberg with his 12th goal of the season. It's the game winner for the Nashville Predators. 3-2 is the final. Now, let's go back and talk about this one. It was a rush from his own end. He picked up the puck on the half wall, and he carried it from his own zone all the way through the neutral zone. A burst of speed goes in on Jari and just absolutely snipes with high skill finish. It's Filip Forsberg carrying the puck all the way the length of the ice and finishing the puck on the first play of overtime. It was O'Reilly tied up with his man at the blue line, but you can watch this thing time and time again. O'Reilly is able to do the splits. It looks like possibly anyone else might have injured themselves somehow. I know that I would have, but O'Reilly is able to maintain the splits and keep his skate on the blue line. There was no chance it was offside. I know that they stopped and they looked at it for a minute, and the coach, the Penguins, was quite upset about this thing, but Filip Forsberg, just an incredible goal to win this game for the Nashville Predators. 3-2 is your final, and the Pittsburgh Penguins do end up out shooting Nashville Predators 31-26, but for the Nashville Predators, the winning streak continues on. Now listen, both of these teams were 10-10 coming into the night, so it was not a surprise to see them both getting a point The Nashville Predators earning the extra point on home ice. Philip Forsberg earning the extra point on home ice with his team-leading 12th goal of the season. Again, incredible rush out there on the ice from his own zone all the way down into the offensive zone and then beating Tristan Jarry. So for the Nashville Predators, they come away with this victory. They continue the winning streak, and this game wraps up 3-2 at Bridgestone Arena. That's going to do it for the Rebirth Sports Full Game Recap. You gave us 10 minutes. We gave you the entire game. Stats, analysis, box score, and so much more coming up next on the Renegades of Puck podcast.